Hey guys, I wanted to show you a Viking shield that I finished up. Um, this is a shield that I made totally myself, including the boss and the rawhide around it. Uh, this I used 16 gauge steel for the boss, and I just hammered it into a hollow of a stump and dished it out. And then I made a little riveting tool to help me make all these rivets. I used some 3/16 inch stock for these smaller rivets, and then these larger rivets I used big 3/16 inch size nails. These are the top of the nails. For the blue, I used contact cement and put down this material. It has like a cloth side, and then on the reverse it's like rubber. So I used contact cement to adhere to the boards. Around the edges I just used some dog bone rawhide and contact cemented them to the edge. There's a bunch of spots where I used clamps. As you can see, like this one has some rust on it. I'm going to leave that in. It just kind of adds to the character of it. I like the look of it. It looks pretty cool. So I got a line of rivets on the front, and on the back I got the handle as well as a strap. So the planks are laminated, the planks are running this way, and then I used a piece of pine this way to help strengthen it. All the wood is pallet wood, so it's just pine. It's just pine. I planed it to about 1 centimeter thick, which is probably too thick. It's actually quite heavy. It's probably over 5 pounds, maybe 10 pounds. So probably too heavy, too thick of boards. At least for what I've read. I've read that they could be from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch historically. So mine's just in the middle of those. You can see all the rivets. I use washers on this side just to give it some more strength and distribute the force of the washer on each side. And then I use just these little D-ring hooks, and I screw them into the handle piece. For the strap, it's just a nylon strap, and the strap apparently wasn't for like putting it on your back. I'll show you. So apparently it was, you could do this with it, just put it on your back. So you use a two-handed weapon or something like a spear. But what I like to think happened was they used it, at least a longer strap. So right now I'm not using any strength to hold this shield up. It's just passively hanging on my shoulders. And if the strap was longer, it would hang a little bit lower, but I could bring it up and push it out farther. So if I just hung it around my neck, I could push it out to where my sword arm would go, so my hand would totally be protected all the time. And still, I don't know. Depends on how it was used, or how the strap, they use it like this, possibly. Because if you're just standing around or looking for a new enemy, you don't have to exert energy to hold the shield up. And considering how thick this shield is, I probably would want that. So I can make the strap a little longer, maybe. But I don't know. I'll have to look up and study how the Vikings and other peoples use their shields. So like that, I could rest on my belt, have it passively protecting me, and potentially have two hands open, but really not exert a lot of energy holding it up. It definitely, like this one, I can hold it, protect myself, keep my sword arm protected. I can, well, you could, some of the techniques like doing like that would get in the way, but maybe a different mounting point. So like that, if you hold it like that, might work. I don't know. I'll have to look into it, or if you guys know, I'd be interested in knowing. But I just wanted a Viking shield kind of as a wall hanger, and perhaps to practice one-handed sword techniques later on. But I like it. I like the blue of the fabric that I got, and I just finished this with tung oil, so that it'll be kind of weather resistant. From what I've seen, they kind of considered these disposable, because they would get chewed up by axes and swords and everything. So, but this one's kind of more permanent for me. So, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching, guys.